Hello, and welcome to another episode of Philosophical Bones. I'm Nick.
I'm Keith.
I'm Megan.
Yeah, I got two of them in the studio this week.
Yeah, well, I've been here pretty consistently because I love doing it.
Yeah,
But it's
and
cool.
you're usually the person I can get on the spot.
Yeah.
You can ask me the question of like, oh, dude, I got something to say.
Yeah. No, you always do. We always have a good time. But it's nice having Megan in this week, too.
Yeah,
But
and,
this week...
she's going to be on Nerdy Bones tonight as well,
Yes,
too.
I am.
yes.
I'm
And,
very excited.
Yeah, so this week we're on to question number 15.
Isn't that cool that we've gotten that far?
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm going to be crazy when it gets up to like 40.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to be like, or 20, even hitting 25 is going to be
yeah.
crazy. But thank you for listening, by the way. If you're listening right now and you're enjoying the show, I always appreciate it. Anyway, the question we're doing this week is question number 15. What is right and what is wrong? So it's pretty much a difference between right and wrong, or what our definition of right and wrong is.
Okay.
So who wants to go first?
I have an idea that you can personally tell what is right or what is wrong by how it makes you feel. You know, if you feel guilty or, you know, if you feel anxious about something, that can guide your behavior. Although I was thinking earlier, you know, like we're guided by how we're raised. Like we're guided by our culture and our society to know how to feel that way. You know, like maybe when you're a kid, you know how kids tell a bunch of lies, you know, and they just like spin stories. You know,
yeah.
Kids are assholes.
Definitely.
But like then your parents they rein you in. And you're like, you know, that didn't really happen. Like you didn't really fall off a skyscraper. You know, like
Yeah.
you don't need to tell your friends that. But kids don't do it maliciously. Like they don't know that it's wrong.
We'll have to be taught that it's
Yes, you have to learn that lying is wrong. Although I feel still a lot
It's
of
like
people
learning.
lie.
It's like learning something is painful when you're a kid. You know, like
That's true.
putting your hand on the stove.
Yeah.
Every kid's got to learn that at some point. It's like, don't do that.
fall
I
off
still
the bike.
have that. Like, you know, like, hey, don't put your hand in that pot. It's like, it's going to hurt. But I want to preface this by saying, like, talking about morals, especially, is, you know, a lot of us get our morals from religion.
Absolutely.
I will totally say, like, I get my morals from religion, but I don't practice religion
Right.
by any means.
Yeah, go ahead. I've got something to piggyback on what you're saying. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just going to say I wasn't particularly raised with religion. I guess it's kind of funny. When I was like 9, I guess I told my mom, it's like, you should be taking me to church. That's your responsibility.
Whoa.
Yeah. So we went to
You were
church for a
telling
little
her
while.
that.
Yeah.
Damn.
I was a serious child.
Shit.
I know. So we went for a little while. But I don't think I learned much from it. Like, honestly, like I really think that I learned my morals and my ethics from my parents. Although, I mean, there are things that I disagree with them on. And so where did I learn that from? Did I learn that from teachers, from like movies, TV? Who knows? What were you going to say,
Well,
Keith?
my idea was, okay, so right and wrong is like, Nick knows I go fucking down the rabbit hole. Like,
Yeah.
like,
Hey,
so,
that's what keeps it interesting, man.
like, so my idea of right and wrong is it's actually delegated by society. Like it's okay, you go back 100, 200, 300,000 years. Was it wrong to kill somebody to feed your family when it was caveman times? Like it was
No.
Exactly. You know, like, I
Well,
really,
actually, we just don't know.
well, here's the thing is like in I'll phrase it this way. In prehistoric society, was it wrong to be violent? Was it wrong to kill to keep you and yours alive? Is that wrong? You know, like so
That's a philosophical question right
yes. You know, like so I think religion is a big part
there. Well,
of
it's like
this.
stealing a loaf of bread, you know, to
Yes.
feed yourself for the day.
Yeah.
There's actually, oh, fuck. I don't remember who it was, but there is a psychologist.
I love to bring up a point to make somebody go, oh, fuck.
No, there is a psychologist who it was like different stages of morality, and I wish I could remember his name, but like actually you have to be more evolved, like to see that it's right to steal a loaf of bread to feed your family. A lower level of morality would say, no, it's always wrong to steal.
Wait, I have something to put on to that. Okay, so like think about today and today's like grocery store corporation type culture. If your family is starving and you steal a loaf of bread to feed them, it's not going to hurt that fucking store at all.
That's true.
Oh, no.
You know, it's not going to hurt that store.
Dude,
but
I've
your
worked
family
in-
gets to have sandwiches that
I've worked
night.
in so many stores and like even restaurants where we throw away so much goddamn food.
Exactly. Well,
It's insane.
I have, you know, I don't want to toot my own horn here, but I do think. Well, you've seen me do it. Like on 4th Avenue, there's people that are hungry, and then we have wasted food that I routinely take wasted, messed up pizzas out. And like, here, dude. Go,
Every once in a while, we'd have a
that's
homeless
great.
person walk in and be like, "Hey, do you have any extra food or anything?" I was like, "Actually, yeah, I do."
Yeah, exactly.
And we just like, here, take it.
So like on the question of like what's right or wrong is, I really believe that it's societal, it's situational as well.
I would like to take this turn to piggyback on you.
Okay.
Speaking of right and wrong, and giving food to people, you wouldn't have to steal if there were more people in the world like us who would actually give away food. We should take care of each other as a society. You know,
I love that.
No one should
Yeah.
have
We
to
should.
steal,
But we don't.
Well,
We
like,
don't.
Well, like America in
but
particular.
it is right.
Like
to
America,
take care of
in
people.
America in particular, we throw away so much food.
Oh my god.
There.
I heard some stat. It was like a crazy stat, like at least like a third or
Well,
something.
like the one thing I'm like
Food is thrown away.
in my new position, kind of new position. Like I've been doing a lot of reading of like grocery stores. They throw shit out like a week before it's out of date.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, get that. Don't throw that away.
Yeah.
Take it to
Well, a lot of times, actually, I will say about food waste is a lot of times it's an employee not rotating the product.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
true.
Because I remember one
I don't
time.
know how we
I remember
got
one
here,
time
but
years
it's-
ago, I was working at Walmart and I probably threw away about 30 cases of eggs. At one
That
point.
sucks, man.
And it was because it was all out of date.
that sucks.
It wasn't being
Yeah.
rotated, and I mean, I'm guilty of that. I wasn't rotating stuff,
Yeah.
but it's like, but you'd find that stuff where it was like so
Blasphemy.
far back or something that
You're such an asshole.
it was being ordered to. But actually, that goes into like stuff is being ordered too much,
Yeah.
way more than it needs to. And then also, it comes to those corporations. A lot of times, they were like, they'd rather throw away something than give it away.
Yeah, that
that's
sucks.
Actually, when I worked at a grocery store, there was some sort of legal loophole where like the bakery wasn't able to like give away. They like the manager still would. She still
It's
would.
actually a tax thing that you're talking about.
Is it a tax thing?
Yeah.
But what I was thinking, actually, it's funny because with my volunteer group, we happened to like speak at a church the other night, and there was a sign on the door that said, "Do not leave clothes and food here." Because they will be destroyed. We're not allowed to accept them because of food safety. Like that's
that's true, actually.
ridiculous. And like honestly, the things that we give away, it has to be like non-perishables that are like unopened. It's
in a can.
It's hard
Yeah.
to like cook for them to like have dinners like. Which I would love to do that. I would love
can't
to
buy
like
these people,
make
like, camp
soup and like
stoves.
bring it out to people.
That's an amazing point because like you can like do like food drives and stuff, and everything has to be non-perishable, and it's in cans. If you're legit homeless,
How are you cooking it?
you
Although, a
can
lot of
eat it
times-
cold.
Yeah,
and it'll
yeah,
keep, you can
that's
eat
what
it
I-
cold. You can eat it cold, and it'll keep you alive.
Yeah.
But the big thing that I'm getting at is creature comforts, like hot food, showers,
and
clean
fresh
clothes,
vegetables. You would
Yeah.
not
fresh
believe how
vegetables.
much they love fresh vegetables.
Well, but
and
you know,
fruit.
it's just keeping on our vein of right and wrong. It's just kind of amazing that this is a problem.
Yeah.
It's just kind of amazing that this is a problem. Like, because I'm not a politician or whatever, but like I can't understand why we don't have a solution. For
Yeah.
that.
There are probably plenty of solutions out there. We just don't do it
Yeah.
because of politics. It's like that one thing. It's like, oh well, if you keep giving them stuff,
It's like don't feed the bears.
they're not gonna try to get better.
Yeah,
they're not
there
gonna try
is
to
a
get out of that
difference between
situation.
enabling and helping. Like
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
but back to society in general, like people don't look at the root causes of homelessness, you know, and like
It's so cool that we got the homelessness on this.
Well, she has a very good insight into
Well,
it.
yeah.
Well, yeah, I talk about it
Continue.
whenever I can.
I did not mean to interrupt. Continue.
No, I was just gonna say like fuck you, fuck me up.
I derailed.
No, I've said it before. Like if it weren't for my support system, I could have been homeless, and you don't think about that.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah, like if my best friend hadn't let me live with her, like when my lease was up because I couldn't afford to pay it, there were other people I could have lived with, but that's
Yeah.
my support system. But some people don't have that, or they don't know how. Like they don't. They're like, oh, I have money, so it's time to buy drugs, not pay rent. And it's like, let's deal with the drug problem. Let's deal with the behavioral health problem. Like, let's deal with parents who aren't taking care of their kids. We have, I've known people whose parents taught them how to do drugs.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
And this has been like a really good rant.
I know.
But we totally got off topic.
Society, what is?
I actually have a way
I had
to.
a way to bring that around. I had a way to
okay.
bring that around.
Okay.
I actually have a way to bring us back online.
So did
Megan,
I.
Megan, just,
Do you
I'd rather
go
get Megan.
You go first.
Well, I was gonna.
You'd rather get Megan.
I was gonna say.
You're on here every week, man.
I know.
Almost every week.
I just like
Get a
flipping me off.
Let's get a different perspective.
I was just saying, yes, to bring it back around of what is right and what is wrong. What is universally right and universally wrong? Like taking care of children, universal right. Hurting children, universal wrong.
Yeah.
It still happens, but all right, you were like,
No.
I'm ready. I'm ready for you to talk now.
I was on a different line. I was on a different line.
Never mind. So I was thinking we could discuss what are other universal right and wrong things, or are there any?
Actually, I have to think for that.
Well,
Go ahead.
I want to bring this up just because we talked about this right before we started because we were trying to decide on a question, and it went into cannibalism.
Yes.
That was me, dude. That was me.
All right, Keith, you got it.
Okay,
Run with
so-
it.
Keith is responsible
Let's talk
for
about
cannibalism.
cannibalism.
So what? So cannibalism is one of these things. Okay, so you think about like the movie they based the people.
The Donner Party?
Alive.
The
Yeah.
soccer team.
For a second, I thought you were going to say Cannibal Holocaust.
No.
Also a quality film.
So like cannibalism is a thing that's like it's really hard to kind of discern whether it's right or wrong. The thing is it's there's actually a physiological
fail-safe.
in all species called prions.
Prions.
When you eat your own species, they infect your brain.
Yeah.
And
Which is what mad cow disease
mad
is.
cow disease.
Yeah, but well, one thing I'll get off of on on cannibalism is with Native Americans, for instance.
Mhm.
They,
The
I mean,
Wendigo.
well,
Sorry.
they would. I'm not sure which tribe did it, but they would eat the heart of their. Well, actually, just a lot of quote unquote primitive cultures, they would eat the heart of their enemy when they would kill them. I think it was in the Aztec culture
They
too.
would
I think.
absolutely Aztec.
Didn't Genghis Khan, wasn't that a thing that they did?
He would actually drink blood.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, he was a blood drinker.
So they would do that, but then you also have what is it? What was I thinking of? You have cultures that will eat their dead.
Yes.
Or they'll eat their dead.
Well, like the anesthesia.
but it's a way of them being able to kind of
Keep them around.
keep them alive.
To take them in.
Yeah.
To take them in. But like
And how is that? And to us, that's wrong to do.
Well-
is cannibalism, but to that culture, that's a right thing.
I think if you think about it, if it's like a historic culture, like an ancient culture, they did not live as long as we do, so they probably would never live long enough to get a prion disease.
Well, like there was in South America.
actually a good point.
In South America,
Thank
the Anasazi tribe, they actually found sites of human bodies processed as livestock, like breaking the bones, like actual like stone scrapes in the bones to get the marrow out and stuff like that. So they practiced it. They practiced it, and that's kind of where I kind of want to go off of this is they practice that as an act of war. And like I wanted to, I'm not going to jump onto war, but like that's like one of the things I wanted to talk about. But like cannibalism is one of these things that all human species have done in dire straits.
See, and I don't. I mean, I wouldn't disagree with. I wouldn't say someone is wrong. Like if you're like starving in the wilderness and like somebody dies and you're like, well, let's eat Fred. Like
Let's eat
we're
Fred.
we're dying here. Let's eat Fred.
So okay, on that
Even though I'm a vegetarian.
you know what?
on that same philosophical question, if you're in a group and say you're out in the woods and things are dire straits,
Do you kill someone?
say Fred says, puts his hand up, you can eat me. Is that wrong or is that wrong?
I would say no because I mean you would have to kill him obviously.
what if
but
he
if he
well, that's
volunteered, that's like suicide. So that's not my problem.
Yeah.
That would make it easier
Well,
if he
yeah.
actually committed
Here's the
suicide
thing, though,
and I
is like
didn't
you
have
talk
to do
about
it
that. It's
myself.
like it's definitely wrong if you kill that person just to eat them, but if they
what if he-
sacrifice
what if he-
themselves for you to eat them,
But what if he dies of
it's
being?
right?
But what if he dies of being hungry?
Well,
and,
yeah,
and,
and-
if he's like,
I-
okay,
Oh,
as soon as we start dying, you guys can eat me. Hand in the air.
What if he doesn't die first though?
That's a good point.
That's where.
But yes,
that's where murder most foul becomes involved.
I would hope that after Fred brought that up, that everyone in the group would be like, you know what? Yeah, if I go first, you can eat me too. It's all right. Don't feel bad about it. I want you to live.
I had to bring up cannibalism, didn't I?
You enjoyed
Let's
that
go.
conversation.
I did. Let's go to what are the other things that we consider to be right, but maybe somebody else consider to be wrong. Actually, I'm gonna get a little crazy right now, and some people might hate me for this. but you know what? I don't have a huge audience, so fuck it.
And you
Fuck
never
it.
will. I'm just kidding.
Oh, ouch.
Oh, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Abortion and pro-life.
That's a rough question.
I'm going to go there because you know what?
Rough
Fuck
question.
it tonight.
That's
I'm
a-
just going
Okay.
for it.
That's a rough question. Like the way I
If
stand.
somebody wants to bitch, you can email me at nerdybunscast@gmail.com.
Do
Or
it.
you can hit us up on Instagram.
Yeah.
You want
Do
to bitch
it.
at me?
Wait, dude,
and you want to debate me? Fucking, I'll totally do it.
Wait, dude,
I'll bring you on.
way to get some fucking people fucking to.
Oh.
I don't care right now.
So
Because I'm completely pro-choice.
Well, I
Me
am
too.
too. I am too. So where I was gonna go with this is like, how is it phrased perfectly? It's her body, her choice.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that you get into is like, where is it murder? And like that's what like I don't. I stand firmly on the fact of like as long as it's
I'm not like third trimester type shit.
Exactly.
When a fetus is definitely viable outside the womb and,
Well,
and it is aborted.
There's no consciousness as far as we understand. I'll have to phrase it that way. As far as we understand.
Well, there's a certain point where a baby does like, maybe have consciousness.
Yeah.
When a fetus is viable outside the womb, that's really when I consider
this is a hot button question.
That's
son.
really when I consider it to have consciousness, and where it is kind of like wrong to abort.
If you
and
guys ever want to let the woman speak up, you just feel
do it.
free.
I know. I'm sorry,
Do it.
but
I was gonna. Did you want to finish your point?
I do want to. Well, yeah, I don't
You
need
can
to
speak your
finish
piece.
that. But
Speak your face.
and yeah, I am actually against late term abortion, and that's one thing actually.
I would have to say
a lot of
so.
pro life groups like to bring up is like, oh well, they want to let they want to make abortions be able to happen in like a third trimester,
that's,
and you know what? When it comes to that kind of abortion, it rarely ever happens.
Well, neither one of us are
and
scientists.
it only happens when the mother's life is threatened and the baby is not viable outside of the body.
That's true.
So that's all. That's what I want to say, Megan.
I was going to say yes. I am completely with you. Pro-choice. I don't think I ever could have an abortion. I don't know what kind of life situation like I would have to be in to consider having an abortion. I have known several women who Nick's making gestures. I've known several women who have used abortion as abortion as birth control. Like they would get pregnant and then just be like, whatever, I'm just gonna have another abortion. Hee hee.
That's some white trash.
That was the idea.
Sorry.
And
Sorry,
I'm
I'm
very
having a
much,
little issue right now.
I needed some more nicotine. Sorry.
There we go.
I'm very much against that. However, you can't make it illegal just because you disagree with that or just because you disagree with late term abortions. Like I believe it should be safe and legal and clean and like available.
Well,
you know?
a lot of the times that it's illegal is because of religious stances.
I know, and
That's on. Yeah, that's on. We get back to religion with right and wrong.
and I disagree with that. And it's like I feel like with religion, that's just something that you feel. You're like, I feel like God thinks that abortion is wrong, and so I should think abortion is wrong. I simply feel the other way. I don't. It should.
Oh yeah, you feel free to get worked up.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not even saying that I think abortion is right, but I think it should be available. I think it should be a right. I'm not saying.
I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm not like let's kill us.
No,
some
actually, I totally
fetuses.
agree.
Well,
Yeah.
how about in the
Totally agree
scenario?
with
How
that.
about in the scenarios to where the pregnancy is actually detrimental to the health of the mother? Like,
Then I think that sex education should be
Yeah.
more prominent,
Well,
and birth control
I think
should be
they've
more
actually
prominent.
shown-
the one that pops in, forgive me for like talking over everybody for this one, but what about in a rape scenario? Like, see, that's a
That's a
big
really
deal.
tough
There are
That's a
still
big
times
deal.
actually nowadays where a woman is raped and that she is forced to carry that baby to term.
And some women choose to do it.
Well,
Yeah.
because that's still
There are-
that's still
yeah,
a
there
life.
are.
That's still a life that she gets to bring into the world
Yeah.
and be their mother.
That's true.
But still, it's against her will.
it's her choice.
Well, it's against her will at that point
Yeah.
to even.
But there have been
conceive.
times
Yeah.
where I think in other countries where a woman has been raped and forced, and
That's
she didn't want to
true.
carry that child.
Children have been raped
She wanted
and
to
forced
have that,
carry
that child aborted, but
children
the,
to
but a
term.
court has told her
That
like,
shit hurts.
hey,
That shit hurts my heart. Right
you know, like, hey, you
I
have to
know,
have this
it's
child.
Terrible.
there. Yeah. Kind of feel
See,
like we.
but that's again like what I said. That's got to be a personal choice. Choice. Wow,
Their choice.
batting a 1,000 tonight.
Their choice.
But like you said, her body, her choice. But if she wants to
And
choose
for, you know,
to end that pregnancy, that's why
Yeah.
it needs to be legal
well,
and
no,
safe.
and this is what gets me to right and wrong, especially with religion. What we think is it's right for women to be able to do this, but for from a religious standpoint, they think it's wrong. So what
Yeah, I
one
guess
man thinks
another
is right,
thing-
another man thinks is wrong. you
Another
know.
thing that I wanted
Not
to
to
say
not to use man. Let me like
No, I get
is another thing. People are going to have abortions no matter what, no matter
yeah.
who says it's right or wrong. Just like, you know, murder is illegal and I think it's wrong. People are going to kill each other anyway.
I think it's the natural state of human beings, but
Yeah.
that's a
Well, you hear
whole
those
other
stories.
topic. Yeah.
Well, you hear those stories about people going to like Thailand
Can I
or
move on
something.
to your side?
You hear the stories about
Did you
people.
just meet me?
You hear the stories about people going to Thailand and paying $10,000 to shoot somebody in the face and then just go back to the
Yeah.
U.S.
Good God, I've never heard
Well,
that.
I actually read a story. It was in Germany. This guy actually put an ad out in the paper to be cannibalized.
Oh, I've heard that.
Yeah. But anyway, that's not on topic.
No.
Sorry. Sorry, I did not.
Oh, you going
I'm-
off top? You
I'm-
going off
I'm-
topic, man? That's
I'm-
Here's the
so
thing.
different.
I'm
about-
the creepy fuck on the cast.
Like even God gave everyone free will. He gave people free will. So like that we decide what's right and wrong. Like not religion. Like and religion is created by man.
It's just a
Well,
basis.
it is in the Christian Bible that God has to adhere to the rules of man.
Dogma.
Oh,
Whatever.
no shit.
As
Yeah,
it as it is on earth, it is in heaven.
yeah. He knows exactly what I'm talking about.
I just know that because of the Kevin Smith movie.
Well, I know that because of my fucking religious ass fucking grandparents. If man decrees the law,
then God has to obey it.
he decreed that himself. He decreed that himself.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you follow me and you make a law, I will follow it.
Yeah.
So God's not having any abortions. Is that what we're saying?
Well,
I'm kidding. That was a joke. Lighten it up. Lighten it up.
all right, lighten it up.
Yeah,
lighten it up.
let's lighten it up with right and wrong. How are we gonna lighten this
Shoplifting.
up?
Shoplifting.
Yeah, that's the one thing I was thinking of. Didn't we talk about this at the beginning?
Yeah,
though?
I'm just was fucking trying to go to.
I was thinking of war. Like that was something that I
well,
brought
that
up, and
was
that's
something
That,
that
no,
was
that
on.
is a good one.
I believe ideally there should be no war. I do see the thing is I know that you need a military to protect
I
your
guess
country, you know, but like I really think that we are enlightened enough that we can step away from warring and petty fucking bullshit. I mean,
Actually-
and I know it's not petty to some
No.
people, but like
That's one thing I would say is
I'm
actually
like
this
brimming.
country. I was watching I think I was listening to an episode of Rogan, and this country is honestly the most partisan it has ever been in the history of this
I
country.
can see that.
Well, I have a feeling what I'm.
And it's been going that way for years. It's just. And it sucks because I'm like you can't have an argument with or you can't have a conversation with anyone.
Well, I have a feeling
without, but it's like because people are so ingrained with that right and wrong of like,
We had a
like my
conversation where we
political
disagreed
party
the
is
other night.
right and your political party is wrong, and that whole tribal mentality now about right and wrong with like like it's right to or it's wrong to fight for climate change or to fight for
that it doesn't exist.
against climate change, and then it's like no, it doesn't exist, so they're on the wrong side, but reverse the situations.
yeah.
And that's actually I think right and wrong is actually most predominant in politics nowadays.
Well, I'm bubbling over because I have to say this.
Yeah.
Anybody that says violence has never solved anything is so fucking ignorant. Look at the Nazis. Like, how did we stop them?
Violence.
Through violence. Like, I'm sorry. Like, anybody that's so ignorant to say that violence never solved anything has no worldview.
I wouldn't know that violence solves it. It can stop a problem, but that doesn't necessarily solve the
isn't-
root core. Just like we were talking about homelessness earlier, and you don't
Well, I
stop
wanna make- I
homelessness
kinda wanna
just
make-
by moving homeless people around.
Isn't stopping a problem solving
I
a
kind of
problem?
want to
Not
make
necessarily. There are still Nazis that are active in like Austria and Germany. There's fucking Nazis active here.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I use them as a core example. Like, think about how many things didn't like the Huns versus the Moors. Without violence, so many thousands of people would have died. Like, they had to physically fight back.
I want to
people
get.
still.
I want to give a crazy.
People still
like,
die.
I want to give you this like
Wars
crazy.
still start.
Put this crazy thing out there about when it comes to violence. Like, okay, yeah, it's like, say your wife's like sleeping around on you, and you go and you shoot, like say the guy
Fred.
she's sleeping with, Fred. Yeah, let's go with Fred.
We like to
You,
use
you
that
shoot
name.
that guy in the face, you killed him. Well, that solved the problem.
That's a completely different
It
scenario.
stops
But-
the problem,
That's-
but your
but-
wife
That's
still
a
wants to cheat
completely-
on you.
But
completely
yeah,
different scenario.
Violence did solve that problem, but now you got the problem of I'm going to jail for the rest of my life because I murdered this fucking
Okay,
guy.
Maybe
Say-
let's
say-
say violence is
say-
a temporary solution.
Say,
Yes.
say you're
Violence is a temporary solution.
Say you're in the street.
Uh-huh.
7 dudes come up on you. Are you just going to stand there and let them kick the crap out of you?
Of course not.
No.
Exactly.
But their violence started it.
You're missing the fucking point.
I'm
Like-
not. I'm listening to your point. I'm telling you, I have a different point.
Like if I'm on the street and I have the capability, I personally have the capability to defend myself.
You're not beating 7 guys.
I'm
though. I'm sorry,
dude.
I don't know.
This is a hypothetical
This
scenario.
is a guy who
dude.
thinks
Okay.
that murder is a natural state.
It is though. And I-
I kind of don't disagree with him on that.
the only reason we don't murder anymore is fucking society says it wrong. Like
Yeah.
if you're a kid, I'm gonna go
It's
back.
kind
to,
of ingrained in our DNA.
I'm gonna go back to the
murder.
cave. I'm gonna go back to the caveman scenario. Say somebody has something more than you, you're gonna kill them to take it to survive.
Yeah.
The only reason that it's wrong anymore is because of laws. Like,
Well,
if a
and
guy-
also
if a
we
guy-
have more.
if you're-
That used to be like mobile society. Mobile? What the
If
fuck
you're
is
sitting-
wrong with me
You know,
tonight?
if you're
Nomadic.
sitting in a
Well,
cave,
yes,
if
exactly.
you're sitting in a cave, and some other guy's got a blanket on, and you know he's gonna survive the winter, and you're sitting there without that blanket, and you know, hey, if I don't do something, I'm gonna fucking
gonna die.
die.
This is going to be a bad
I'm
ice
gonna
age.
kill that guy
exactly.
to get what
I
he
agree
has.
with you. However, society is now like when
I'm
they
gonna,
settled.
or I'm gonna try.
When they settled and they became communal and like formed villages and
That's
towns.
society though.
I'm just saying. We have evolved. You don't really need to use violence anymore if you have a caring
Well, you don't
society.
need to.
But
no.
to say that violence has never solved anything is a false statement.
Who heard me say that?
No,
Raise
that's
hands.
what I'm saying. That's,
Keith,
I'm
you need to
just
get away
saying
from
that.
this. You need to get away from
All
this.
right, sorry.
I'm just saying temporary solution.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Put that in there.
Christ, man.
Don't get tense. Don't get tense.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to punch you, Nick.
Yeah. Until the next.
So I'll try to finish off on a little bit of a lighter note. Like,
Why?
so say
You can't tell me this was
so
not
say,
good, dude.
Say,
you cannot tell me
and this
was
will
not
probably
good.
be kind of just like corny and everything, but just because I want to finish off a little lighter note.
Oh boy.
Because it's been kind of a really intense episode. This is the most intense episode I think of anything we've ever done.
Yes.
You can't tell me you did not
Because
enjoy
I went
this,
into
though.
abortion and politics. So.
Yeah, but we only did that for a couple minutes.
Yeah, normally we never do. By the way, if you're listening to this for the first time, we never.
This is the first time.
we
that-
Yeah.
never go in.
But Nick's feeling wild tonight.
Yeah, I feel wild tonight.
He's
So
because,
excited about
because of the Jameson and St. Patrick's
Yeah.
Day.
yeah, we're celebrating St. Patrick's Day.
But
today.
say right and wrong. Like I said, this is gonna get a little corny. Like say you go in you want to kiss someone you really like, and you think it's right. It's like, hey, I think they like me. I'm gonna kiss
Oh,
them.
that's interesting.
But then,
that's interesting.
but then you know what? You kiss them, and then they're like, "What the fuck's he doing? This is wrong."
That's an interesting way to
I
put
have
it
had
because you have
people
to.
try
So-
to kiss me before where I didn't want them to.
Yeah.
You have to
I
think
turned my head.
we have to think about personal space at that point.
Well, I've been want to say I've been watching a bunch of James Bond movies.
Oh god,
Oh my god, that guy would just like go up
he's
to
a chauvinist motherfucker.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
He's a show. Oh, he's
He's
Much
definitely in the
money,
wrong.
Money penny.
Well, see, wait, I actually have something on this.
Uh-huh.
If we educate people more, if we educate women to speak up more, because we're generally taught to just submit. Like we're still taught that even in like today's society to just be like, we're the nurturers, we're diplomats. We're like, oh. You're really nice and everything. But, okay, well, I don't really want to kiss. But
Yeah.
we're not taught to be like, no, I don't want to kiss you. Or like, I've known people who have like hung out with guys that they're like, oh, maybe it's a friend thing, maybe it's not, I don't know. But then like the guy is like, oh, sweet, we're on a date, and like,
Yeah.
and then
Where
but
it gets
guys
into
are
the
also-
uncomfortable area.
Guys are also not taught to be emotional, like, and to ask questions.
I'm a
like
prime
guys,
example of that.
guys are taught of what?
Not being emotional.
But like, if a guy was like, if he wasn't taught to be like the aggressor, and I'm not using that as like a mean term, but like guys are taught to be the pursuer, and to be dominant and to make the moves, if it could be more of a discussion that people have, like, I think that's a problem that can be solved. And you know what? If someone like when people have tried to kiss me and I wasn't into it, I was just like, Oh, yeah, I didn't want that to go there. I'm sorry
Yeah.
if I gave you that impression.
Yeah.
Sorry. And
Hey.
and but
Sometimes
the
the
guys have
person
been
just has to take a chance, though.
the guys have
just
generally
never
been
know.
Well,
receptive to that.
Yeah.
Nick, you make a good point, like taking the chance.
Yeah.
And you also have to like kind of, as a dude, you have to like assess the situation and be like, is this okay? Is this not okay?
Well, no, that's for anybody though.
Yeah.
Guy or girl.
That's true. It would be interesting to hear back from any women who make the
Yeah.
first move, who are
Chime in
like
on
maybe
that.
went in for a kiss and
I would
misread the
love to
situation.
talk about like dating in the modern age, because that is
Yeah.
something, that's actually a subject I'm very much interested in.
Yeah,
And I've actually
exactly.
I've read like a book on online dating.
How do you feel about women that propose to men?
I have no problem with that.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah, I
cool
wouldn't
as
have a
fuck.
problem with
I think
that.
that's cool as fuck. Like, there's so many dudes that are like threatened by that. That go, you,
that
you-
bad?
you
I know,
gotta
I'm sorry.
talk.
I was trying to think. I don't know that we're still actually on this
We
subject.
veered. We veered.
I think I might have to do a question about online dating or dating in the modern age though,
I-
now.
Yeah.
And well, let's not get into that now though, because I kind of want to save that. I like that. That's when I want to talk about it at some point.
There are still.
I got a few notes on that book actually. I actually legit like read a book on modern. It's called Modern Romance by Aziz.
Modern Romance,
by
cool.
Aziz Ansari.
It's funny you bring that up because when
And,
you brought up the whole kiss thing, it reminded
yeah.
me of that like scandal.
Yeah.
I'm using quotation marks
Yeah.
because actually I wasn't there,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't really feel like he acted wrong in that situation.
I don't even want to get into that now, but
But,
I just wanted to say like when I read that book, she wrote like notes just because I enjoyed it, and I was like I just kind of wanted to like
Yeah.
remember what I was reading. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to say it was like for pointers, but I honestly
What's wrong
legit
with
took
taking
notes
pointers,
because I
dude?
wanted to be able to like have a conversation about it later with other people, because I find the whole subject of dating in the modern age very interesting.
Well, it's so much different than it used to be.
It really is. But it's been that's probably been the longest episode of
31
Philosophical
minutes.
Bones.
We're doing
no,
all
that's
right.
not the
But that's-
longest one.
It's not.
No, you guys did one that was like 45 minutes.
Yeah, we
No,
did.
I
Yeah, we
tried to
did.
listen to it on my way to work
I
and
don't
Yeah, we
remember that
did.
one.
I couldn't finish it.
But I don't want to take it that far. So so hopefully you're still with us at this point.
Of course they
What
are.
an episode.
Yeah, what an episode. I've been Nick,
I've been Keith.
I've been Megan.
and this has been question 15. What is right and what is wrong? And it's kind of just subjective, I think, honestly.
Yeah,
I
sure.
would
You're
say-
gonna give me the finger, really?
Hold on, I got a plan.
Oh God. You're
I'm not doing it. He told me not to say it.
I know. It's bullshit.
Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and keep thinking.
Keep thinking.